Okay, Jimbo Video Diary. The 4 greatest famous people I ever met in my life. Number 1, Brook Shields. Now, my parents were a little overprotective, just like hers were, but not as bad as hers were. 1991, I was over at St. Ambrose University. My sister worked there, so she got me a part as an extra in the Italian movie An American Love, which is done by the Poopy brothers, the Avati brothers. The Avati brothers. I say Poopy because, God help me, one of the directors was named Poopy. I kid you not, his name was Poopy. I don't remember the other Avati brother's name was, but they were doing, they were doing scenes at St. Ambrose. My sister got me in there. Here's the thing. I rode a bike. In one of the scenes, I rode a bike this way, she walked this way. I rode a bike this way, she walked this way. I rode a bike this way, she walked this way. It was kind of cool. The last time I ever rode a bike. Then during one of the tapings, they told everybody, don't ask her for an autograph and don't ask her for a picture. Don't. Or her mother would shut this whole damn production down. It's me and two other guys, and it was like a break in the action. Lunchtime, and she's like, come here, let's do this. And we did a picture. I'll show you the picture later, a lot later, but that was pretty damn cool. She risked everything just to take a picture with us. That was cool. Now, for everybody that really knows me, number 2 is going to shock you. Number 2 is former President Bill Clinton. Oh yeah. Here's a little backstory here. I don't know, millennials might get this. Generation Z are definitely not going to get this. Baby boomers, you might get this. My generation, you're definitely going to get this, unless you're totally stupid. Back in the day, there was a show called Different Worlds, which was a spin-off of the Cosby Show. And there was this character named Dwayne Wayne. And he had these glasses, prescription glasses, and they had connected to them flip-tops sunglasses. So, over at the old Jumer's Casino Lodge, Bill Clinton was having a speech, and everybody, and he shook almost everybody's hand. He shook my hand and said, "Boy, I sure like them glasses." Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Now, number 3 is Mick Foley. Mick Foley, Mankind, Dude Love, whatever the hell it was. And back then, he was just Mankind. And I went on a trip. This is the state of Iowa. I went from here to Omaha, Nebraska. What was that? Went from here to Omaha, Nebraska to watch In Your House, Best Friends, Better Enemies. Now, a little sidebar on that one. Best Friends, Better Enemies, the main event was Shawn Michaels versus Diesel. Diesel/televised match. And also one of the first ever table shots ever done. One of the first table shots ever done. Diesel versus Mick Foley, or versus Shawn Michaels. Also, another funny thing about that one, in that same main event, Mad Dog Vachon was in the front row. Mad Dog Vachon had an accident. He got run over by a truck and lost his leg. And he had a prosthetic leg. Diesel climbs the barricade, starts wrestling Mad Dog Vachon. He rips off his leg. And tries to beat the hell out of Shawn Michaels with it. Shawn Michaels beats the hell with him and pins him. Crazy. But then I went from Omaha, Nebraska to Sioux City, Iowa, for a Raw taping. Now, back in the day, Raw tapings were 1 hour. Raw was 1 hour. They would do, I think they taped one, they did one live, and then they taped two more. It was kind of crazy then. Yeah, it was like a 4 or 5 hour show, but they would do one whole month worth of shows in one day. All right. So then I drove from there. I would hang out in the back. I would hang out in the back to see the wrestlers come in, say how you doing, take some pictures and all that. I drove from Sioux City, Iowa, across the border, down from Ames, down to Des Moines, to a Superstar statement. Now, Superstars was their syndicated show at the time. It was their syndicated show at the time. It used to be their flagship show, but then Raw took over, but it was a syndicated show at the time. And then I was in the back waiting around for the wrestlers to come, and Mick Foley looks at me and said, "You're back here again?" Wow. That was pretty cool. Number 4, Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson was the third baseman for the Baltimore Orioles for 20-some years. The biggest thing he ever did, the biggest thing that everybody remembers him for was in the 1970 World Series, Lee May hit a ball that bounced right next to third base, went into almost the where the coaches stand. It bounced off. He caught it, threw it across it, and got Lee May at first. That was great. Now, 1982, he was at the Masonic Temple in Rock Island, and I asked him to take a picture. He goes, sure. He puts his arm around you. Well, if this screws up, we know who to blame. But my dad was taking the picture. He goes, well, if it screws up, we know who to blame. That's freaking awesome. Brooks Robinson, nicest guy you want to meet. And later, I'll tell you the biggest dicks I've ever met. All right? So, thank you very much. Video Diary.